Hey guys, Sam here and welcome to another FIFA 17 experiment. Today we're going to be taking a look at what Classic 11 could potentially do coming up against the best teams in the world. If you don't know what Classic 11 is, it's a team in FIFA in the rest of the world section that you can't actually use in career mode, but you can use in kickoff and tournament mode. And it consists of some of the best players that have ever played and some of the older players that maybe could be actually legends in Ultimate Team. It's not necessarily the best 11 that ever played, but I think they go for more of an iconic 11 in terms of what they did for their league and their country. I think it's a very prestigious team. We'll quickly look through the team and then simulate a 20-team league similar to our Super League, but I've mixed and matched some of the teams. I've brought in some different teams just to freshen it up a bit and to give the Classic 11 a bit of a challenge, and we'll see what they can do against the best of the best teams in the world today. Could they win it? How much could they win it by if they go on to win it? I don't know, because their ratings are insane. So in terms of a simulation, they should be able to win this league. If you guys going to enjoy today's video, do leave a like on it. And if you're new around here, why not subscribe and check out some of the other FIFA 17 experiments. Without further ado, let's take a look at the team and then we'll get into the simulation. Okay, so I'm not going to get into detail with these players and talk about what they achieved throughout their careers and all that, because these guys have done so much in their careers. These are all amazing players that have established themselves. Talking about them would just take way too long. So let's just take a look at the reserves. This is the default team. This is how EA have set it up when you go into it. They've got Shilton, Leonardo, Amancio, Papin, and Krankel all on the reserves. On the bench, we have Prudhomme, Ronald Koeman, Pele, but not the actual Pele, Conti, Rufer, Sanchez, and Vola. Obviously, Ronald Koeman there is very well known now for his managerial days. And now moving on to the starting 11. Some names you'll know, some names you won't. Ravelli in the goalkeeper position with Facchetti, Onopko, Tresor, and Carlos Alberto in the back four. Rivellino, Boniek, and Zico make up a midfield three, with Miller and Char on the wings, and Eric Cantona, the king, up front. This team is I mean, the ratings are fucking insane. The ratings are absolutely insane. I don't see how this team can't win a league, because not only do they have an insane starting 11, their bench is full of fantastic players as well. I mean, apart from Shilton, no one under this team is under 90 rated. Their lowest rating is 89, and that's on the starting 11, that's on the bench. They have depth in terms of 90 plus rated players. It would make absolutely no sense for this team to not win this league. So without further ado, let's take a look at the league halfway through the season. Surely Classic 11 will be at the top of the league. Okay, so halfway through the season, Classic 11 are undefeated and have 14 wins out of 19 games. They're also the best attacking team and best defensive team. Look at their goal difference compared to second place Borussia Dortmund. Barcelona's in third, Monaco in fourth, Juventus sit in fifth, Real Madrid in sixth, Bayern Munich in seventh, Manchester United in eighth, PSG in ninth, Spurs in 10th, Chelsea in 11th, Napoli in 12th, Roma in 13th, Liverpool in 14th, Ajax in 15th, Arsenal in 16th, Manchester City, who seem to always struggle in these simmed tournaments, sit in 17th, Benfica in 18th, Atletico Madrid, who, if you didn't watch the derby rivalries, you have to go check that video out. They actually, spoiler alert, won it, and they're now 19th. So that just shows the contrast of what can happen in these tournaments. And dead last with just one win out of the 19 is FC Porto. But undefeated Classic 11, I mean, they're well on their way to win this, 13 points ahead of second place. And it's not surprising considering the team that they have. So without further ado, let's take a look at how this league stacks up at the end of the season. And if Classic 11 can keep this run going, can they finish undefeated? I mean, it'll be a tough one, but who's going to beat them? That's the problem. They've gone a whole half a season. They've played everybody and they're undefeated. Who could actually beat that team? Okay, so halfway through the season, and a bit of an interesting result here. Classic 11 ended up losing 5 games in the second half of the season. I didn't think they could do that, let alone lose 5 games throughout the entire league, but they lost it in half a season, which is crazy. Bayern Munich actually lost less games than Classic 11, but I wouldn't be surprised if 2 of their losses was against Classic 11. But Bayern ended up picking up 20 draws this season, which was their massive downfall, Bayern Munich, and they ended up getting 65 points. So Classic 11 win the league by 12 points. Juventus in third, on 63. Real Madrid in 4th on 61. That top 4 is just insanity. Spurs ended up clinching 5th place, the best English side in this tournament. They came 5th with Chelsea right on their heels in 6th. FC Barcelona in 7th, Manchester United in 8th, Dortmund in 9th, Roma in 10th, Liverpool in 11th, PSG in 12th, Monaco in 13th, Napoli in 14th, Arsenal in 15th, and Manchester City in 16th. So Manchester City, again, still struggling in these simulated career modes. So do Arsenal, to be fair. Atletico Madrid in 17th, FC Porto in 18th, Ajax in 19th, and dead last by a point was Benfica. So Porto really turned their season around, and they ended up coming 18th. Benfica right at the bottom. Pretty disappointing if you'd ask me. I mean, you would assume just based on ratings that Ajax would probably be the lowest team, but they ended up coming 2nd last, which isn't much of an accomplishment, but come on. It's Ajax. Compared to some of the big boys here, Ajax probably should have struggled a bit more. But in terms of the top goal scorers list, it was Miller with 25 goals. The Cameroon striker slash left winger picked up 25 goals in the season, and Amancio, who is actually not in the starting 11, but obviously would have played some games because he's a higher rating than Char, picked up 15 goals as well. But Royce was up there with 17, and Eriksen was up there with 15 as well. So some decent performances from those two. And Ibrahimovic picked up 14 goals as well. But that is it. That is the end of today's experiment video, guys. If you did enjoy this one, make sure you do leave a like on it. I'm surprised I haven't really seen more people doing experiments with Classic 11. Maybe because they're just too dominant. You can't really do anything with them. But I thought, what the hell, let's put them in a league with some of the best teams in the world today. And obviously, it's a fantastic team. And a lot of those players were just amazing in their day. Maybe you guys didn't even know that Classic 11 existed. It's been in FIFA for a very long time. I don't know when they started it, but it's been in it for many years now, Classic 11, and it's usually there's the same sort of names in there, but they do switch it up every so often. So either way, I hope you did enjoy today's video. Guys, I'm gonna get up out of here though. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. If you guys did enjoy today's video, like I said at the top of the episode, make sure you do leave a like on the video. If you're new around here, subscribe. Oh, and also, if you have any ideas, any suggestions for future FIFA 17 experiments, I'm making up a nice list of your guys' suggestions, so if you want to go ahead and suggest some ideas, do leave them in the comments section below. But that is all I have for you today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a good day. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.